coverage you can count on. KOMU 8 News starts now.
This performance is part of what people saw at the Columbia Values Diversity Celebration yesterday morning. And it's this drag performance some parents say their middle school students watched without their permission. Good afternoon, I'm Taylor Freeman.
And I'm Evie Allen. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday. Now, after parents spoke out on social media, the event has now drawn criticism from both the governor and Senator Caleb Rowden. KOMU 8's Lacey Reeves is in studio with more about those complaints and how the school district is responding.
Here's what we know about the event and how it was organized and who attended. This was the 30th year for the Columbia Values Diversity Breakfast, and more than 1,000 people showed up for the event. That's according to a CPS spokesperson. Around 30 students were part of that audience. The overall event included the national anthem, praying, and various speeches. It wasn't until the final 15 minutes that the group Inclusion performed in drag. After the event, Mayor Barbara Buffalo tweeted a photo of her with the group, praising this year's efforts to showcase members of our LGBTQIA+ community during a celebration of diversity. But later last night, Columbia Senator and President Pro Tem Caleb Rowden tweeted that his office received many calls and emails in response to the performance. And just this afternoon, Governor Parson also tweeted that his team was deeply concerned about the students being subjected to adult performers and called it unacceptable. A CPS spokesperson responded late this afternoon, saying attendees are not provided specific details of the performances in advance of the event. She also said students from other private schools attended. Of all the complaints the district received, only 2 came from parents of students who were at the show. In the studio, Lacey Reeves, KOMU News.
Well, we've just learned that Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey is getting involved and has sent a letter to CPS. Superintendent Brian Yearwood and Mayor Barbara Buffalo saying that they deliberately subjected a group of middle school children to a, quote, adult-themed drag show performance. The letter states that the Missouri General Assembly passed a statute to protect school-age children from sexual material, and it went into effect in August. And Bailey says part of Missouri's sex education law, which, quote, specifically details what public schools are and are not allowed to present to minors on the topic of sex, transporting students to a drag show likely runs afoul of the statute.